Hi everybody, this is just a quick update. I haven't been doing much editing on my videos because I'm still trying to figure out which video editing software I want to use. So if you have any suggestions, leave a comment down below on which video editing software you think is good for video logging. I have three things I want to tell you about today. The first one is a funny story about something that happened to me today. So recently, you may recall that I sold off a bunch of old electronics, and that gave me some surplus cash that I was going to use to buy an upgraded computer because my old MacBook Pro is kind of getting a bit long in the tooth and it's due for a refresh. So I was browsing through the available MacBook Pros on Apple's website, and I went down to the bottom of the page and I saw this one MacBook Pro that was a really good price, and I thought, wow, you know, the specs on that MacBook aren't really that bad, and I can afford it. It's just within my price range. So I ordered it, and then I went to the store and I bought it and I brought it home. And then when I started opening up the box, I started looking at the specs on it and the ports that were available, and I thought, wait a minute, this is supposed to be a 2017 MacBook. It should not have any USB ports or an HDMI port. And then I looked at the computer, and I looked at my old MacBook, and I looked at the computer again in my old MacBook, and I realized that the reason that it was so cheap is that I had accidentally bought the same MacBook Pro that I already had, just a new one. And it was because this very same MacBook was listed on the same page with the 2017 MacBooks. Well, fortunately Apple has a pretty good return policy, so I can just take it back to the store tomorrow and that'll be the end of that. By the way, if you can think of something within the price range of a 2015 MacBook Pro, costs about the same, that would be a good replacement for a 2015 MacBook Pro, but would be newer, I'd like to hear about that too, so leave that in the comments down below. And the next thing I want to tell you about is, well, I've got some bad news and I've got some good news. The bad news is that I found out this week that my job's being outsourced, and so it's going to go away around October. My company said that they're going to try to place everyone that's on my team into new positions, but what that means is that the job that I will be doing after October will be significantly different from the one that I'm doing now. And so I'll have to make a decision at that point. Do I want to stay with the company and continue to work there in a different job? Or do I want to move on and do something else? Well, the good news is that the person that I'm planning to go stay with in California may be buying a house sooner than we thought. It turns out that they're probably going to be able to secure a loan sooner, and we should be able to move around September, which would be great, because if I can move around September, that'll be right around the time that my job is getting close to ending. And it'll be good for both me and the company, because I can leave the job and move back to California, and it'll be, you know, close to the end of that team's contract, so they won't have to look for someone to replace me. So that's sort of the bad news, good news situation, and that's about all I have to share today. Again, if you have any good ideas for a replacement for a 2015 MacBook Pro, it can be a PC, just let me know what you think. And also, if you know of a good video editing software that doesn't cost too much, that will work on a Mac, then let me know in the comments down below too. And as usual, if you want to help me out, please go ahead and like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Have a good one.